Let me tell you a story. This is a story of a person who worked in an IT company. When people were asking what your job is, this person was proudly replying, QA, quality assurance. Spoiler alert, this person was wrong. They were not really assuring the quality, they were doing testing. What is the difference, you might ask? This brings us to the topic of today's video, QA versus QC versus testing versus checking. A lot of people use these terms interchangeably, but this is not correct. Let's figure out what is what and use these colorful circles to visualize their relationship. Round 1. Quality assurance and quality control. QA is about controlling quality by establishing and improving the process of software development. We will follow TDD. We will run automated tests after merging to main. We will hire specialized testers. We will look at monitoring dashboards for half an hour after releasing to prod. All these are examples of changes to the software development process in order to build quality in or assure it, hence quality assurance. Usually, these decisions are made by someone who is in a senior leadership of the organization, head of engineering, head of quality, CTO, or similar. Moving on to quality control, it is an implementation of the process that was established by people responsible for quality assurance. Tester in a team doing the exploratory testing of a new feature, having a pipeline that runs test automation, developers writing automated tests, using pull requests requiring approvals. These are examples of quality control, the things we do that are required by team or organizational agreements. Round 2. Testing and checking. Testing is something that happens during quality control activities. You could say it's an instance of quality control. There are many definitions of it. I will give you mine. Testing is a process of interacting with something in order to discover information about it. It could be anything really, product, software, process, object, anything. Testers usually ask questions like, what if I... And this legendary tweet is an example of a typical tester's behavior. Every time I go to a bar, I remember this. Checking is a subset of testing. When a list of the things that you need to validate is defined, as well as expectations, then you are just doing checking. Let's use the example from before to explain it. If somebody gives you this and says, I want you to test my bar, here is a list of tests, they really are just asking you to check. But if they say, I want you to test the bar, normally we serve pints of beer and occasionally we have lizards on special, then you could use this briefing information to do the testing. And while doing testing, you will come up with things to check. And yes, one of your checks could be ordering a beer and maybe a lizard. Remember I promised you a picture of the circles to explain relationship of QA to QC to testing to checking? Here it is. QA, QC, testing, and checking. QA is creating the process. QC is implementation of that process. Testing is an instance of the quality control, and the checking is actually ordering a beer. And since you are interested in testing, check out this video and see you next time.